We're number one!
Hey, down by Sooners! No way! Hey! Sooner Vision. Oh, you, baby. Number one. Look at this clown. Look at this clown.
Look at that.
Look at this clown.
Look at that.
The master of the unorthodox.
Michigan. 30 edition of Speed Drills. The guys in the studio, Reese, Trev, and Mark, guys.
The 2003 Pride of Oklahoma. Featured twirler, Miss Tracy Addington. Ladies and gentlemen, the flag of the great state of Oklahoma.
drive this ball down that field.
I'm going to separate you from this ball. I'm going to drive the nose of this ball and you backward.
And there's nothing.
And there's not one thing. Not one thing. Absolutely nothing. And there's not a thing you can do about it.
We're going to do everything in our power to turn this ball into this ball.
This is Oklahoma football.
There's a beautiful kickoff by Trey DeCarlo. He got it deep into the end zone, 9 yards deep. Morency touches it back. Well, that defies what you said. That's a great
that's
kickoff.
right. That shows you how smart I am.
Three wide receivers now for Oklahoma State. They have a tight end on the right side. That's Badgema. And under center will be Josh Fields. Hayden Bell behind him from the OSU 20. Bell over the middle, cuts back to his right. It's a pretty good running room, gets to the 5 yards to the 25-yard line. And Tatum Bell behind quarterback Josh Fields on the 2nd and 5 for OSU from their own 25. No score just underway. Fields back to pass, throws, caught at the 30. Rashawn Woods makes his first catch of the day, hit immediately. From the 29-yard line, offset I formation, Fields to Bell. Bell goes right side, hit hard, and I don't think he made it. Boy, the Sooners did a great job. There is number 97, Tommy Harris. And Derek Strait would not let him get that extra half yard he needed to pick up the first down. Now they gave him a pretty good spot at that.
They did. They gave him the spot they didn't give him a while ago, but it's not a first down. It's a nice play for the defense.
So it's 3 and out, just barely, if indeed this is a punt. And the Sooners have the safe punt in there, sort of. The regular defense, even though the deep man is Antonio Perkins. Cole Farden will be at the kick. He's averaging 44.1 yards per punt. No score, 13-11 to go first quarter. Oklahoma State. The snap is on the money, and here is Farden's kick. Rather short kick, but very high. Perkins signals fair catch taken at the Oklahoma 37-yard line. So only a 34-yard punt, and the Sooners have their hands on the ball for the first time. See what they can do. Shotgun formation. Jason White gets the snap. He looks, still looking. Throws a long pass downfield. Jones has it come out of his hands. Good defense by Oklahoma State. Man in motion. From slot left is Donnelly. Here under center. There's handoff right side. Works. 40. Big hole. 45 or close to it. Tripped up right there. 4-man defensive front for Oklahoma State. Shotgun. Jason White. Quick spot pass. Deflected and almost intercepted. It was deflected high in the air. And John Holland almost intercepted it after it was deflected. That's Gabe Lindsey. Snap is on the money from Rice. Here's a beautiful high kick. Beautiful kick over the head, hits at the 1 and goes into the end zone. 55-yard punt, and Oklahoma State will start from its own 20 for the second time today. Could pick up the first down. Single back is Tatum behind Josh Fields. Unbalanced to the right is the formation here. Under center, Fields changed the play perhaps. Now gets the snap. 3-step drop. He's hit just as he and fumbles the ball maybe. Bell tries to pick it up. Sooners recover at the 10-yard line. Jonathan Jackson, I think, made the recovery. Cody hit him as he came in from the right side. Just as he got ready to throw the ball went loose. Tatum Bell tried to scoop it up instead of falling on it. And then Jonathan Jackson fell on it up the 11-yard line.
I'm trying to see what happened. The left offensive tackle busted the protection. He turned the wrong way and just turned Cody loose.
Derek Strait had the man covered, perhaps. So the Sooners have great field position after the turnover at the 11-yard line. And Oklahoma State territory. Wow, what a play.
Good to have Cody back, isn't it?
It is. And he really hit Fields. Fields pulled the ball down, as we said, and that's when he was hit and it fumbled. 6th sack of the season for Cody. Under the center, unbalanced line left for Oklahoma. Now man in motion, Reynolds. Here's Jason White. Draw play that works, nothing, absolutely nothing. A huge pile up right at the line of scrimmage. All right, Sooners in shotgun this time. 3 wide receivers right, 1 to the left from the OSU 11. Here's Jason White, back, looks. He still looks. He fires in the end zone. Too tall and incomplete. Clayton and Rankin wide right, Jones wide left on a 3rd and 10 from the Oklahoma State 11-yard line. Jason White looks to his left. Lob pass in the end zone. Touchdown Oklahoma, I believe. Nope, out of bounds. I thought he had 1 foot in, but
I did too.
The official was right there and ruled him out of bounds. So it'll be a field goal time as the Sooners have it at the 11 and in 3 plays rather cannot make it. We see a replay. It's very close. Very, very close. I think maybe it's a good call by the official.
Well, it looks like his right heel could have come down and touched the line.
All right, it's a field goal attempt then for Trey DiCarlo, who has a great record for field goal kicking. DiCarlo is 16 of 17 from this distance. He is 3 of 3. Snap, ball is down, 28-yard field goal in the air, and it is good. A 28-yard field goal by Trey DiCarlo gives the Sooners an early 3-0 lead. 11:05 to go first quarter. Timeout. Line drive kick goes 8 yards deep in the end zone and out of it. Another great kickoff by Trey DiCarlo.
Very, very outstanding.
Double tight end on the left side. Fields under center. Bell, the only back behind him in motion from left to right. Johnson, hand off to Bell, looks for a hole, gets upfield for about 5 yards, tackle at the 25. Sean Willis is the fullback. Here's the turn. Give to Bell over left tackle. He's hit hard. Hit by Derek Strait in the backfield, knocks him down right at the line of scrimmage to 25. It is 3rd and 5 for Oklahoma State from their own 25-yard line. Boy, he really hit him hard there.
He did. At that close formation, the corner is awfully close to the line because he doesn't have a wide receiver out there in his face. If he sees everyone blocked down, then he can pull the trigger. And that's just what Strait did.
Now here is Pasha Jackson out, Nicholson back in, and it's a 3rd down play from the 25 and 5 yards to go for Oklahoma State. 0 of 1 on 3rd down conversions from the 25. Man in motion is Willis. Here's the turn. Fields looks to pass. Good protection this time. Throws dropped. Cole Farton will be back to punt the ball. Here's the snap, a bit low. Farton gets it, however. Takes a step, kicks a beautiful high kick. Fair catch signal for by Antonio Perkins and taken at the Oklahoma 39-yard line. From the Oklahoma 39, 1st and 10. 2 wide receivers left, 2 to the right. Under center, Jason White. 4-man rush. White turns, gives the ball to Ronaldo, works over left tackle, breaks 1 tackle, and gets up more yards than we thought he would, about 4 yards. I formation this time. I believe that's the first time. Under center is Jason White from the 43. The turn, the give to Works, cuts back to his left, veers over left tackle, gets about a yard, and is stacked up at the 46. Never does hit the pay there. From the 45, they're calling it officially. It's almost 5 yards to go for a first down here. Oklahoma. Neither team's picked up a first down yet, by the way. Man in motion is Mark Clayton from slot right to the left. Shotgun formation. Carter sends the ball back. Jason White, flag is down, pass caught at the 50. Clayton, I think, makes the catch at the 50, which will be enough yards for the first down if the flag isn't on the Sooners. Jason White may be changing the play from the midfield strike. He turns, he gives the ball off to Works over the right tackle, fights his way forward, not much, maybe a yard. Shotgun formation. Jason White, the blitz is on. They blitz down the middle, pass is caught by Clayton. Clayton at the 36. He's wrestled down hard right there, tried to get away, could not. So it's first down Sooners at the Oklahoma State 36-yard line. Greg Richmond, he dropped off into coverage from his defensive end. Boy, they really treated Clayton rough when he caught that ball. Gained it from the 49. They're going to place it at the 37.
Came with a double linebacker blitz inside, played zone behind it, and dropped Richmond, which they want to blitz, but they don't want to go all man.
Well, that's 12 yards picked up on the pass play to Clayton. Second first down. Oklahoma leading 3-0. In motion is Clayton from wide right. Here's under center, Jason White fakes the handoff. He looks down the middle. He fires it for Clayton. It's caught and then knocked out of his hands, incomplete. Great hit. Well, Clayton was hit really hard by Elbert Craig, who's playing with the ACL injury, and it's amazing. He really had a great hit that time.
Sure did. Great throw. Great throw by White. Just tremendous defensive play, really.
Clayton hops right back up, and
Second
down 10.
Energizer bunny.
Oklahoma leads at 3-0, 6:35 to go first quarter. Extra defensive back is in for Oklahoma State. Pulled Gertman and put Fata Carter in there.
A three-man front. Yeah.
Three-man rush for Oklahoma State. Shotgun. Jason White hands ball to Works down the middle, left side 30, cuts back to his right at the 25. And it'll be first down if they give him to the 25. Well, that was a great play change, I believe. At the
it
line.
was for the three-man rush.
Right.
If a team will get in it to where you can get the quick openers inside, it leaves them a little vulnerable and soft. And I think probably that was either a great anticipation by the play caller or a good audible.
12-yard run by Works puts the ball at the 25, third first down, all in this drive, and the Sooners have first and 10 right there, leading 3-0 with 6:18 to go first quarter. Brandon Jones wide left, Juwan Rankins wide right. This time the Sooners have tight end on the right is Donnelly. Under center is Jason White, offset eye, actually straight eye, and back goes Jason White, good protection. He looks, he lobs it down for the end zone, caught, and out of bounds. Out of the back of the end zone, the official standing right there. Ball was caught just as he was going out of the end zone. You got to give credit to the official. He was right there. Juwan Rankins, great pass, put it where it had to be, but it looked like it was a good call as we see the replay. White throws that ball perfectly, just out of the end zone.
I tell you, the Cowboys been pretty lucky on a couple of plays here. The Sooners have really gone after them with some aerial arsenal, and they've been awfully close to converting.
Second and 10 from the Oklahoma State 25. Sooners lead 3-0, 6 minutes to go first quarter. Two wide receivers left, one to the right. High formation, man in motion from left to right is Donnelly. Turn, give to Works down the middle, hit the line, fires forward for a yard or two to the 23 perhaps. Three wide receivers will be to the right, tight end Donnelly on the left. Or is he on the right as well? He's on the left. It's from the 24, and it's third and about 8 in Oklahoma State territory. The blitz is coming. Jason White, plenty of time, throws, and caught, and then out of bounds, and it's caught at the 5-yard line. Now another official comes up there, the linesman. Juwan Rankins it was. Boy, that was what a catch. It looked as though he went real high for it. And a great coverage by Oklahoma State, but he went very high. The question I had was whether he was forced out of bounds or whether he was coming down out of bounds. He got the foot in on the replay.
You live and die by the length of a toe or two, don't you, Bob?
Boy, that was a great play by Juwan Rankins from Windsor, North Carolina, and it's first and goal Sooners from the Oklahoma State 5. That was one heck of a play. 19-yard pickup, I formation. Kewan Jones checks into the lineup for Oklahoma. Here's the turn. Get to Jones over left tackle. Pyle drives his way down to about the 2. Paget McGee is the injured player from Tyler, Texas. He's the middle linebacker, and he's still down.
Looks like he's knocked out. Maybe.
Let's go down to Mark Rogers.
Yeah, Paget McGee is just laying right now on his stomach, and I think that may be a good call, either knocked out or had the wind knocked out of him.
11th play of this drive. Donnelly tight end left. Wide receiver Jones right. Now we have Chris Chester's tight end on the right, so double tight end. I formation. And here's the turn. Kewan over the middle, down to the goal line, and just a touchdown Oklahoma. A late signal. Touchdown Oklahoma on the 2-yard plunge by the tailback Kewan Jones. How about that?
Good job by Gavin Joseph and Jamal Brown on the right side. I don't know which side was Chester on there.
Right.
Yeah, he's the strongest blocker, I think, of the tight end. It's good to have him back.
All right, the 2-yard plunge ends that drive, which started at the Oklahoma 39, so it's 61-yard drive. Second touchdown of the season for Kewan Jones, and the Sooners go up 9-0. 4:22 to go first quarter. And the extra point attempt by Trey DiCarlo at the south end zone. McCoy hold. And up and through the uprights. Oklahoma leads it by the score of 10-0. We're back with you. Trey DiCarlo kicks off for the third time today in the first quarter. Another great kick. Goes all the way 9 yards deep in the end zone. And for the third consecutive time, Oklahoma State starts from their own 20. Three wide receivers to the right, one to the left. Man in motion. Kim Burrow, who's a fullback by trade, the turn. The fake to Bell. Fields rolls left. Pump fakes. Fires a pass upfield. It's caught at the 35, or is it? I believe it is. Double tight end now on the left side. First and 10, Oklahoma State from their own 35, trailing 10-0. Corner blitz for Oklahoma. Here's Tatum Bell left side. Finds a hole and gets almost 10 yards, and he maintained his balance all the way to the 45. That was great effort by Tatum Bell. Offset eye, Burrow is the fullback. Bell the tailback from the OSU 45. There's the fake to Bell. Back to throw his Fields. He throws a long pass downfield, way overthrown. From the Oklahoma State 45, second and 10. Sooners lead 10-0 first quarter. The turn, gift to Tatum Bell up the middle. He's hit and he's tackled after a 3-yard pickup. Here's Fields. He retreats, fakes the handoff. He's being rushed, and he's sacked. Cody gets to him at the 38-yard line. Second sack of the game for Dan Cody. Boy, he was in like lightning.
He just blew around the left tackle. The guy never had a chance to get his pads on.
And not containing him was Doug Koenig. A 10-yard loss on the sack. And Oklahoma State faces a fourth down play after picking up 2 first downs. They have it at their own 38-yard line. In the game to kick the ball is Cole Farden. Third punt of the game. Sooners lead 10-0, 2:15 to go first quarter. Sooners have 10 men on the line of scrimmage. Antonio Perkins deep. Snap is perfect. Kick is nice. Line drive, rather. Perkins lets it hit at the 24. Doesn't try to take it, and the kick goes sideways and rolls inside the 20. Late flag at the 18. And let's go down to Mark Rogers. Mark, you see that?
Yeah, there was a little extracurricular activity involving Brandon Shelby. He took maybe a little bit of a late hit, and I think that was going against the Cowboys.
It'll be one of the special teams players, Daniel McLemore.
Called holding on the Sooners.
Holding on the Sooners is the call. Runnels works in the eye. Clayton goes from left to right, handoff to Works over left tackle, breaks upfield, gets about 4 and maybe 5, and there's a flag on that play there, I believe.
One man for it, huh? That's what I thought back there. Y'all man for it.
Jason White standing in his end zone. Players on either side of him. Clayton in motion from left to right. Here's the snap. Jason rolls right, short pass. Ooh, deflected, almost intercepted, almost picked off. Has man in motion. That's Clayton from wide left to the right. Jason retreats, draw play, works over left tackle, not much there, gets across the 7 to the 8-yard line. 1 of 3 on third down conversions. Oklahoma State backing up their defensive secondary is. A 4-man rush in the end zone. Jason White fires a pass upfield. It's in through the hands of the intended receiver and incomplete. 19.2 yards per return average for Darren Williams. The snap by Jacob Rice on the money. Ferguson kicks it. Wobbly kick. Darren Williams will return it. Fumbles the ball. It's on the ground. It's still on the ground. They're piling up at the 50-yard line. It's still up for grabs, and the Sooners have it, according to Mark Bradley. Darren Williams took his eye off the ball. Then he tried to pick it up instead of falling on it. And it is Oklahoma's football. How about that?
He almost was able to pick it up and start running again, wasn't he?
That's right. Russell Dennison was the last man up off the football. That doesn't surprise me in the least.
You know, Darren Williams hopped up off the ground and almost picked the ball up. And I'm going to tell you what, there would have been some coverage in poor position if a guy had been able to punt the football and kick it around and then pick it up and run with it.
Right.
It might have gotten really exciting.
But you know, that's a terrible temptation for anyone to pick it up and run with it. It's just almost impossible not to.
He should have covered it up right there.
I formation from the 50 after the recovery by Dennison. Reynolds and Jones in the eye behind Jason White from the midfield stripe. The turn, give to Kewan Jones over the middle. Hit on the backside, gets a yard or 2 down to the Oklahoma State 48. So after 1 quarter of play, it's Oklahoma leading Oklahoma State by the score of 10-0.
We're back here in the first quarter of play with the score Oklahoma 10, Oklahoma State 0.
Kewan left. Kewan Jones and Clayton in the backfield from the Oklahoma State 48. Clayton goes in motion away from the formation. There's the snap to Jason White. He looks, he's still like, sets up a screen. Kewan Jones has it way back to 42, to the 50, down to the 45, down to the 44-yard line. 1 of 4 on third down conversions. Brandon Jones in motion from left to right from the Oklahoma State 44. Here's the snap from the shotgun. Jason White looks, plenty of time, throws in the flat, caught the 42, Clayton to the 40, 35, down to the 31-yard line. Caught it and then got the yak, yards after catch. Picked up another 10 after the catch, and the ball will be spotted right at about the 31-yard line. 13 yards picked up. Oklahoma has their 5th first down. That's the second or third receiver, looked to me like, for White.
Well, and the protection's what allowed him to get that done. The protection was just outstanding on that play. The linemen right now are doing a very good job of giving him opportunities.
Ball's at the Oklahoma State 31, 1st and 10. Sooners lead 10-0, just underway second quarter. 2 wide receivers right, 1 to the left, I formation, man in motion. And that's Donnelly. Guy goes back away from the formation, handoff to Works over the right tackle, down across the 30, down to the 28-yard line, maybe the 27. Second down play, 6 yards to go for Oklahoma at the 27-yard line. Oklahoma pulls the tight end, 2 wide receivers left and 2 to the right. Shotgun formation, Jason White. Blitzes on, fires a pass, incomplete, tipped away from Clayton at the 23. Shotgun formation from the 27, Oklahoma State territory. Jason White races up, he looks, still looking, fires down the middle, caught at the 12 by Clayton. First down Oklahoma, bullet pass by Jason White to Clayton at the 12-yard line. Wow, what a pass. And Clayton really had to turn back a little bit to catch it.
Well, and again, only 4 men rushed that time, and the Sooners' offensive line bought him a ton of time. That was not a pass that's thrown quickly. You have to hang on the ball and wait for the receiver to get there. What a nice throw.
15 yards picked up on the pass to Clayton, first down number 6. The OSU 12 got away from John Holland. This drive started at the Oklahoma 9, actually back at their own 4 after a penalty. We have offset. That's the shotgun formation. Double tight end right. Double slot, actually. Shotgun formation. Handoff to Kewan Jones down the middle to the 5. Inside the 5 to the 3. Well, there was a great example of what you were saying, Merv. He is so quick.
Yeah, he bolts. The backside end doesn't wash in and take him away from you like he does some backs.
Great block by Wes Sims as Kewan Jones got that handoff, went over right tackle, and boom, he was down to about the 3-yard line. So 9 yards picked up. It's second down from the 3, and 1 yard to go for the first down and 3 for the touchdown, obviously. Chris Chester is tight end left side. Kewan Jones is the tailback. Fullback is Reynolds. Man in motion is Brandon Jones from left to right. The turn, they give to Kewan. Right tackle, touchdown Oklahoma. Second of the day for Kewan Jones. A 3-yard plunge over the right side. Wow, what a drive that was, Merv.
It really was, and there were at least two, Terry can tell us, but at least 2 big third down conversions.
There were 2 third down conversions, actually 3. I look back at my records here. 3 third down conversions. And Oklahoma has gone the length of the field because they were all the way back to their own 4 after the penalties.
They really were. It's 96 yards of offense.
Even though the drive officially started at the 9. Here's the extra point attempt at the north end zone. McCoy will be holding. Trady Carlo kicking. Snap, ball down, kick in the air, and it is good.
Actually, we're giving him a little too much credit, Bob. That came after that fumble punt at the 50.
Carlos kicked it in the end zone, kicking from north to south. See what he does here. Here's a line drive, or a high kick. This will not go to the end zone. Robert Jones at the 4. He's tripped up, knocked back a couple of yards. Then they're just all over him. He had nowhere to. He was hit initially by Russell Dennison.
I think Russell got up and hit him again. That's what I was laughing about.
Boy, they really batted him around there. Wow. Ends up at the 10-yard line. Let's go down to Mark Rogers, Mark.
Boy, the kickoff team showed a lot of enthusiasm on that play. Russell Dennison, who was one of the fastest players, a state 400-meter champion at Weatherford High School, got down there in a hurry. Guys, Sooners are playing pretty well right now.
And they lead 17-0, 11:40 to go in the second quarter. Place is rocking as they down there at the north end zone where the crowd is, and they're giving him fits, trying to give the Cowboys fits. Having to yell in each other's helmet. Morency is now at tailback in place of Bell. Unbalanced line to the right. Under center with pitch to Morency. Up the middle, he's hit and tackled in the backfield by Dusty Dvorak. The loss on the play from the 10 to the, let's see where they spot at the 8-yard line, I believe. So it'll be second 12 from the Oklahoma State 8.
That defense had a lot of players around that football. Those guys get pumped now. They can deal you some misery if you're not very careful, and the crowd certainly is helping them right now.
Rashawn Woods, far right, pitch to Morency, sweeping right side, bang! Hit at the 9-yard line. Rodney Poole just knocked his legs out from under him. A gain of a yard from the 8 to the 9.
This is illegal formation. There it is.
There's a flag as Oklahoma State huddled with 12 men, and then one left the field. So the referee finally threw his flag, as Merv was telling us he would.
Dead ball foul. Substitution infraction on the offense. Huddle broke with 12 players. Half the distance to the goal, and it's still third down.
3rd and 16 from the 4-yard line. Here's Fields, race up, flat pass is overthrown, incomplete. Intended for Gabe Lindsey, skipping out of bounds. So it's 4th down for Oklahoma State from their own 4. Hang on.
You know who I am. I'm Superman.
To stay over here on the sidelines. The Sooners are fired up.
Back to punt the ball will be Cole Farden. Antonio Perkins stands at the Oklahoma State 44. Snap. Here's the kick by Farden. Beautiful kick. Chases Antonio back into Oklahoma territory at the 39. Gets a first miss at the 40, 45, 50. Gets away at the 45 in Oklahoma State territory and out of bounds. Nice return. They lend out at the 40-yard line in Oklahoma State territory. Great field position after a super return. Maybe changing the play. J.D. Reynolds, Kewan Jones in the eye. Jason White turns, gives to Kewan, over right tackle. Big hole, gets still on his feet down to the 35. Good second effort as he spun and got an extra yard. In the eye, Donnelly in motion from left to right. Jason White turns, gives to Jones right side, finds a gate around the 30, down to the 25. 2 wide receivers right, 1 to the left, I formation, 1st and 10, Oklahoma State 25. Jason White back to pass blitz. Here's a pass in the end zone. Clayton open. He can't hold on. He can't hold on in the end zone. He had to leave his feet. It was thrown. He had to come back for it. 2 wide receivers, now 3 actually to the right. Man in motion is Reynolds. Here's Jason White handing the ball off. Kewan over right tackle. Squirts his way down to about the 21-yard line in that area. Pickup of about 3 or 4. Set to go. Here's the sitter. Jason White backs up. He looks. He throws. Caught by Clint Jones at the 10. First down, Sooners. Got away from Robert Jones, and Brandon makes the catch. Had to leave his feet to make the catch at the 10. So it's a 12-yard pickup. 9th first down. Sooners first and goal at the 10. Wow.
Ball might have been thrown a little behind him. If it had been out front where he could reach for it, he might have sailed on in. He had a step or two. Yeah, it was low, actually. And looking at the playback, he had to go down to get it, which is third down. You better go down and get it.
Right. Kewan Jones replaces Works, and now the ball's at the 10, first and goal. 2 wide receivers right and 2 to the left. Here's Jason White, gives to Kewan Jones. Veers at the left tackle spot down to the 6-yard line. Brandon Jones wide right, 2 wide receivers left, Clayton and Juwan Rankins. Shotgun this time, Jason White backs up, looks, throws in the end zone, overthrown, intended for Juwan Rankins. Shotgun, Jason White, blitzes on, looks, throws, end zone, wide open, touchdown Oklahoma. No one was there to cover. Brandon Jones was absolutely wide open.
I think they got somebody caught in the revolving door. They lined those 3 receivers up over there, and they must have did a little mesh job coming off. See if they'll show it to us again here.
So a 40-yard drive on that 8 plays, and Oklahoma goes up 23-0. We're waiting to see if they're not showing the replay. The Sooners break for the extra point now. McCoy will hold. DiCarlo kicking at the north end zone. Trey DiCarlo has just had a great year kicking. Extra points. He is now, he's only missed 2 all year. Snap, ball down, kick in the air, and it's good. 24-0 Oklahoma with 6:49 to go before halftime. Here's the kick on onside, deep onside. Fair catch sailed for, taken at the 30-yard line. At the 35-yard line it is in OSU territory. Craig Jones on the fair catch. That was a bit of a surprise, but a good bit of strategy.
Really was. I just wonder if maybe he missed that a little bit. Normally you try to get that down around the 20-yard line. And,
changing the play. Now he hands the ball off. Shaw goes around the left side, breaks free, and then is tackled. 9-yard pickup. Good hard run by Shaw. Under center, Josh Fields from the OSU 45-yard line. Offset eye. Fields hands the ball off to Shaw, coming right side. Good hole, and he has the first down. Tackled at the 49 or 50 or in that area, 48 perhaps even. Tatum Bell now at tailback from the OSU 48, 1st and 10. Fields, quick spot pass, swings to Bell, sweeping right side at the 50, gets by one tackler, and tackle at the Oklahoma 46-yard line. And now they have a double slot at the left. Sweeping is Tatum Bell, cuts in, gets down, flag is thrown as he's stopped at the 43.
There were 2 holding calls on the offense. One will be declined, the other accepted. 10 yards, replay second down.
All the way back to the 45-yard line in Oklahoma State territory. So technically a 9-yard penalty, and they need to go from the 45 in their territory to the Oklahoma 41. 13 yards to go approximately. Under center is Josh Fields. Slot man right. Back to pass, lobs it in the flat. Caught at the 50 after the ball was tipped by Rashawn Woods, but he got only 5 yards to the midfield stripe. Under center is Josh Fields. 3, 4, 5-step drop. He's hit by Cody. 3rd sack of the day. They cannot stop Cody. He sacks him back at the 44. A loss of 6. How about them?
I was watching him all the way, Bob, and he lowered that inside shoulder and just slid around him just like a rabbit.
He just can't be contained by Dan Cody, cannot be contained by Doug Kodig, who's the left tackle. The 8th sack of the season by Dan Cody. And Oklahoma State, I think, was right up there at the top on fewer sacks allowed. Only
That's
10.
what happens when your running game isn't going as well, Bob. You throw more and they rush better.
So back to kick on a 4th down play. And 14 is Cole Farden. Kicks from left to right, north to south. Perkins waits for it, takes it to the 15. Sprints upfield, goes to the 20. Trying to get free and is wiped out right there at the 20-yard line. No tight end, and they shift from under center to shotgun from the Oklahoma 20. There's a handoff, Kewan Jones up the middle. He's at the 25, almost broke it. Got to the 29, with tackle close to the first down marker at the 30. Boy, he almost broke that one.
Sure did.
I believe he got 10 yards, and that'll be a first down.
Those little old feet are just pity-patting when he goes through there.
They may move the chains, and that's first down number 12. Or is it 11? Let's check with Terry McLemore. Number 11, Terry confirms. So it's at the 30 in Oklahoma territory after the 10-yard run by Kewan Jones. 10 yards picked up. Oklahoma I formation this time. Rhodes at fullback. In motion is Clayton from wide left to the right. Tight end on the left side is Chester. Handoff. Kewan Jones again up the middle, up to the 33-yard line. Chris Chester, tight end on the right side this time, outside the formation. Man in motion is Clayton from slot right to the left. Snap from the shotgun back to Jason. The intercepted pass, and down to the 20, down to the 16-yard line. Quite a flat pass, and was picked off by Kareem Smith. So Oklahoma with a 24-0 lead, 2:21 to go before halftime. And here is under center. Fields hands off to Seymour Shaw. He's hit, bounces back and gets almost, well, about 2 yards is all to the 14. Man in the slot to the left. Sooners showing corner blitz. There's Fields back to pass. He throws deep in the end zone, knocked away, incomplete. 3rd down play. 8 yards to go from the Sooner 14. I formation. 0 of 5 on 3rd down conversions. Jawan Woods in motion from right to left. Josh Fields with a flag down. Fires a pass. Wide open. Knocked away. Incomplete. Antonio Perks had knocked away from Jawan Woods. The flag started went in the air just as the play began. The linesman discussing things. Let's see what the ruling is. The side judge also getting in on the conversation. The play was
Illegal formation on the offense. There were only 6 men on the line of scrimmage. Penalties declined. It's 4th down.
This will be a 30-yard field goal. 31-yard field goal attempt. From this distance, he's 3 of 3 on the year. 24-0, 1:31 to go before halftime. Oklahoma leads. Waiting, snap is down. Kick is in the air, and it sails through the uprights. Well, he really boomed that one through, and it's 24-3 with 1:26 to go before halftime, but the Sooners hold him out of the end zone. Cole Farden will be the kickoff man. He's also the punter, got a great leg. Line drive kick this is, skips at the 20, you really missed that one apparently. Rankins picks it up at the 6 to the 10, cuts upfield to the 15 to the 16 or 17. Oklahoma had it down here deep in their own territory and threw the interception. Kareem Smith picked it off, and then Sooner defense held, and they had to go for the field goal. I formation from the 16. Under center is Jason White, turns, gives the ball to Kewan Jones over right tackle. Greg Richmond, the defensive end on the left side, brings him down after a pickup of 2 to the 18. Under center Jason White turns, gives the ball to Kewan Jones over right tackle, gets up the 22-yard line. Shotgun formation from the Oklahoma 22, need to get to the 26, blitz. They blitz. White keeps the ball. White picks up the first down. He wanted to hand it to Kewan Jones, but he pulled it away, a la option, although he wasn't running to the side. He was right in the middle of the formation, and he saw that they were converging with a blitz on Kewan, so he just pulled it away and went over the right tackle spot and got the first down. Smart play.
That particular draw play, a lot of the quarterbacks, and I think that Paul Thompson, if he were in there, they read that. If the end's crashing, like OSU has been a lot of the time, they keep it and step outside. Obviously, they're not too excited about Jason doing a lot of that.
Right.
But, White might have run a long way right there.
40 seconds to go before halftime. Shotgun now from the Oklahoma 29-yard line. Here's White, and the ball off Kewan Jones, gets nothing. Tackle for no gain. That's going to be the end of the very successful first half of the Sooners, but it sure ain't over yet. 24-3 at the half. That's our halftime score as the gun goes off.
Here is La Fiesta.
Watch now and listen as our featured twirler, Miss Tracy Addington, presents the dynamic routine to the 1971 pop hit, Free!
Coulthard will be kicking off, and we're underway second half. Beautiful kickoff, goes deep into the end zone all the way out of it. All right, the Sooners have Kewan Jones at tailback. He'll land up to the right of Jason White, who's in the shotgun from the Oklahoma 20. Runnels is in motion from slot left to the right. Here's the handoff. Kewan Jones going right side, looking for a hole over right tackle, and a flag goes in late as he gets to the 23-yard line.
Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Going to the shoot.
After Jason changes the play, they go to shotgun. Three-man rush. White throws a pass the flag. Intercepted 10, 5, touchdown Oklahoma State. Sooners led 24-3 at the half, and now we have about 28 seconds gone in the game, or 26 seconds in the second half in the third quarter, and an extra point goes through. No, wait a moment, he misses it. Yeah, that's his first one he's missed. Tipped by Poole.
I guarantee you he was aware of Poole. He was aware of Poole.
Anyway, it's the first one he's missed this year. He was 40 for 40 coming in. In motion, Donnie from slot left to the right. Under center, Jason White turns, gives the ball off on the right side. Turk works, cuts upfield. Good running room to the 24 to the 25-yard line. Clayton in motion from wide right to the left. Here's Jason White, draw play. Works, comes around the left side, big hole, 25, 30, cuts for the sideline, out of bounds, short of the 35. And late flag as he was pushed out of bounds, headed way out of bounds. Rounds at fullback, works at tailback. Two wide receivers left and one to the right. Here's the handoff to Ronaldo Works over right tackle. Gets across the 50 and then pushed back. Jason White in the shotgun, gets the snap. Blitz is on. Pass down the middle. Caught by Clayton at the 40. He's at the 35. He's down at the 30. He ran away for Albert Craig and ends up at the 29-yard line. So the game goes for 20 yards. And the 14th first down for Oklahoma at the Oklahoma State 29-yard line.
If your protection can hold up, that's where it's at, Bob, because that way you don't have to concern yourself with those UFO droppers like the interception from the defensive end dropping out a while ago. They're not going to drop to that area.
They limp off. Robert Jones limps off, replaced by Dan McLemore at right cornerback. And no relation to Terry McLemore, by the way. He wants that understood. I formation from the 29. Oklahoma State, 29. Peoples in motion. fakes the handoff, back to pass, going deep into the end zone. Brandon Jones, and it's incomplete as it was knocked away, I believe. Some of the crowd on the far side, which is the northeast side, wanted a flag to be thrown, but no such flag. Darren Williams defending. 2 wide receivers right, 2 left from the OSU 29, 2nd and 10. 3-man rush. Keywan Jones down the middle. They hit immediately. Looked like they set a trap there as well. They had a 3-man rush. Jason White wants the play be brought in. The play clock's down to 8, and the Sooners will have to take a timeout.
I'm gonna close my body now.
Expecting pass, of course, on 3rd and 10 from the OSU 29. Here's the snap. Jason White backs up. He looks. He steps up. Pressure's on. He'll be sacked for the first time today. Oklahoma State playing a normal defense. They suspect trickery. There's the snap back, but it's not any trickery. This will be a pooch kick to the sideline. Caught by Bradley at the 9-yard line. He got downfield to down it, and that puts Oklahoma State back. And Bradley's quick. Double tight end as Oklahoma State starts at their own 9. Tatum Bell back to throw is Fields, and he throws it away. Corner blitz from straight and made Fields retreat to the end zone and throw it away. Good defense.
That's
there's no receiver down there,
and he was still in the pocket too.
Let's go down to Mark Rogers. Mark,
they're discussing it.
Guys, the Sooner coaching staff is really concerned down here. They're upset. Josh Fields, there was no receiver to the short side of the field when he threw it away in the pocket. Looks like now the Sooners may get a safety out of this.
I don't think he was in the end zone, was he?
He was in the end zone, definitely, yes. The official, the referee, we're looking Casper Castleberry.
Intentional grounding on the offense. The ball was beyond the line of scrimmage, but the passer was still in the pocket. 2nd down.
Single tailback is Tatum Bell from the 1. Oklahoma State's own 1. Fields turns, gets to Tatum Bell. Almost had him in the end zone, but he gets outside the end zone to about the 3. Offset I formation, double tight end. Rashawn Woods is in motion from left to right. Here's Fields, faking the handoff, goes in the end zone, throws up the middle. Incomplete, knocked away by Teddy Lehman. Low snap from center. Cole Farden gets the kick underway. Antonio Perkins waits for it, takes it to the OSU, fumbles the ball. It's picked up by Oklahoma. Juwan Poteet got it, saved the day, and the Sooners have it at the Oklahoma State 44. The Sooners have the ball 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line in Oklahoma State territory. Here's under center. Jason White hands the ball off. Keywan Jones stumbles and gets to the 41 from the Oklahoma State 41-yard line. In motion is Donnelly from left slot. Now he goes back away from the formation. Turn, you have to work down the middle over left tackle. Breaks free for the moment, and then is tackled shy of the 36-yard line, about the 37. Jason White sends Brandon Jones in motion from wide left across the formation. There's the snap. Jason White looks, fires, caught, dropped. Clayton normally doesn't drop a pass, but he had to turn around to get it. It was thrown behind him. Brandon Jones comes out as Reynolds goes in.
Well, this is even bigger down right here than what we had a moment ago.
3 yards to go on the 4th down play.
Guess they're trying to draw them off.
I formation under center. Jason White, man in motion. Clayton from right to left. Long signal count. And now they may be changing the play. He gets the snap. He gives the ball off. hit, works in the backfield, not even close. From the 40-yard line, it's three wide receivers to the right and one to the left. Willis now in motion, back to pass as Josh Fields. Great protection, throws upfield. It's caught and knocked away. Great play. Dante Nicholson knocked it away from Badgema. All right, the Sooners show three-man rush. Let's see what develops here. Under center is Josh Fields, man in motion from left to right. Jerron Woods back to pass. Just as he throws, he's hit, and needs to be fourth down play for Oklahoma State. Cole Farden is back to kick. Gets the snap a bit low. He will kick it. Kicks a beautiful high kick, a lot of hang time. Fair catch is signaled for and taken at the 19-yard line by Antonio Perkins. Sooners from their own 19, man in motion. Back to pass from under center, draw play, hand off to Works. Works up to the 25, works to the 29, and close to the 30-yard line. Clayton in motion from wide left across the formation. Here's the turn, here's the give to Works. Over the, just straight, puts the head down, straight ahead up to the 32-yard line. As the Sooners have a shotgun formation. Back to pass as Jason White throws up the middle, caught by Clayton at the 41, 45, goes to his right to the 48, tackled shot of the 50-yard line at about the 49. Crossing pattern to Clayton. About the third time he's hit that pattern, and the gain goes from the 32 in Oklahoma territory up to the 49 in Oklahoma territory. 17 yards picked up on the pass to Clayton, and receptions for him. That is his fifth reception. 78 yards total yards receiving today. 17-yard pass to Clayton. Oklahoma at their own 49. That's their, let's see, that's their 15th first down. Sooners now in a shotgun formation. Jason White back to pass. He looks, still looking. He'll throw a long pass downfield. There's separation. Bradley can't catch it. At the 14, went right through his hands. And he beat his man, had his man beaten. Jones in motion. That's Brandon Jones. Draw play, left side, Works, 50, 45, makes cut to 43, spins out of bounds at the 42, and hit out of bounds, and a flag goes in the air. Two flags.
I think that's face mask, maybe.
Boy, they hit him out of bounds.
Did they?
Fatha Carter hit him. Let's go down to Mark Rogers. Mark, you saw that.
Ronaldo Works was going right out of bounds, and Fatha Carter came over and drilled him on the white stripe. Definitely a personal foul on the Cowboys.
It ended up to 42, as we see a replay of it. There is just way out of bounds when he threw him down. 5 yards out of bounds, and they're marking off the penalty, another 15-yarder. That's the second one of those this half, and that'll put the ball down.
Dead ball foul, a late hit out of bounds by the defense. 15 yards, first down.
So that is the 16th and 17th first downs for Oklahoma, and the ball ends up at the 27-yard line in Oklahoma State's end of the field. Sooners need to get some points here.
They really do. This is possession that could make the rest of the game go a lot better for us if we can get this thing in there.
Bradley replaces Rankins in the OU receiving core, and he goes wide right. I formation, under center. Clayton is left from the 27 Oklahoma State territory. Here's Clayton in motion from left to right. Reynolds at fullback, Works at tailback. The give to Works. Down the middle at the 25, does a little center step. 24, whistle blows. He'll be given forward progress to the 24, 23. No tight end here. Jason White changing the play. Works is the only remaining back behind him. White turns, gives to Works. Over right tackle. He's at the 20. He's case to his right, the 15. He's at the 10. He's at the 5. And knocked out of bounds. It's inside the 1. Ball's inches away, about the 2-inch line. That's what Brian Stolte says. A quarterback sneak, touchdown Oklahoma. Now there's a flag. They have touchdown by one official on the far side, but the linesman says a flag, and let's see what the officials rule.
I bet they weren't set.
And let's see, the official will tell us.
Offsides on the defense. Penalty declined. Touchdown.
You know who I am. You know who I am. I'm Superman.
71-yard drive it was, and here's the extra point attempt at the north end zone. Ball is down to Carlo, kicks the ball, and it is good. So the Sooners go up now, 31-9 with 5:29 to go in the third period. Well, it's good to see the Oklahoma offense get back in gear with that 81-yard drive right there.
It looks like so far our offense has been intent on scoring points for somebody.
Ooh, that's coach speak right there, folks. 31-9 Sooners lead it. Third period, 5:29 to go, and here's the kickoff as soon as the
it's a big play here.
TV boys are ready. All right, here we go. Oh, he booms it downfield. And Carlo really kicked a big one into the end zone, and it's fumbled. It comes out of the end zone to the 5-yard line, picked up by Jones. He's hit as he gets to 15, and he's trying to fight forward. Big pile up at the 15-yard line.
McCoy was hanging on for dear life, wasn't he?
He was. Man in motion from right to left. Jawan Woods. Here's the turn, the fake, the pass. Rashawn Woods tripped up in the backfield, still trying to keep his balance and his tackle at the line of scrimmage as he caught it behind the line and was tripped up, and Dante Nicholson hit him, tripped him up, and he got no gain. Let's go down to Mark Rogers.
Guys, Teddy Lehman about 3 or 4 seconds before that snap started pointing and screaming at Rashawn Woods. The Sooners knew that play was coming, and after they made the tackle, he pointed over at Brent Venables. Great job of recognition. That shows just how good this coaching staff has done preparing this defense.
That's good comment. 2 wide receivers, actually 3 to the left now. Second down and 10 from the 15 in OSU territory. Cowboys in possession. Johnson in motion. Bell got nothing there, a lose a yard. Tried to sweep right. Dusty Dvorak on the tackle at the 14, a loss of a yard. Well, that defense has been something today.
They have just been outstanding. Really have. They're playing with so much emotion, and yet it seems the intent, focus that you have to have. Did you notice on that play that Woods made? He got away from the first tackler, but there were 4 Sooners coming. He had no chance to do much after he got away.
Willis is out and Gabe Lindsey in, an extra wide receiver. Rashawn Woods goes wide, very wide left with Gabe Lindsey. From the 14-yard line, 11 yards to go on third down. Fields a short drop, pass, caught by Woods, and he gets up the first down to the 30-yard line. That was a great pass. I formation here. Willis in motion to the left, Fields under center. Fakes it, he's back to throw, fires a pass. It's caught by Johnson, and gain of only 2 to the 32. And along with Gabe Lindsey. Here's a fumble and a snap from center. Showing blitz, the Sooners are. Josh Field under center. Backs up, 3-step drop, pump fake. Has plenty of time, throws it upfield, and almost intercepted by Derek Strait, but incomplete. It's a bad snap, the ball's on the ground, and the Sooners have the ball inside the 20. It was a high snap, and he dropped it, tried to pick it up, and couldn't pick it up, and then the Sooners came rushing in. Rushell Dennison was right there, and Oklahoma has it as the Cowboys make another mistake at the 17. Here now. They're calling it at the 17-yard line in Oklahoma State territory.
Just fine Clayton if it was me. He's not out there, but
shotgun formation for Oklahoma works is to the left of Jason White. Now man in motion from right to left is Reynolds. Here's Jason White. On the end around Bradley. Bradley throws a pass in the end zone. Touchdown Oklahoma! Mark Bradley to Clayton. What a play as the Sooners needed a big one. They went to the trick play, and it worked beautifully. Holy cow.
People forget Bradley was a high school quarterback.
Right, and his dad was too. 17-yard TD pass from Bradley to Mark Clayton.
I told you find Clayton.
You're amazing.
That's where it's going to happen at.
And it's now 37-9. Sooners trying to make it 38-9. As at the north end zone, McCoy will hold and DiCarlo will kick. Away in the snap. Ball is down. Kick is in the air. And it is good. He's been perfect all day. 38-9 Sooners. 2:13 to go, third period. Overloaded to the right side. Handoff to Tatum Bell. Big hole. 25, 28. He goes tight end left, which balances the formation. The turn, the give to Willis, the fullback. He blusted way up to the 35-yard line. Man on the wing right is Bajima, double tight end. Here's Fields, hand the ball off, up the middle. Tatum Bell blasts up to the 39. I formation from the 39. Option, the pitch, gets away from Cody. Tatum Bell might go all the way. He's at the 35. He's at the 30, 25-20, and Rodney Poole knocks him out of bounds short of the goal line at the 15-yard line. Josh Fields changing the play at the line. He's under center. Get it to Tatum Bell coming to the right. Nothing there. Snowed under. There's the end of the third quarter. Under center is Josh Fields, heading north now. Three-step drop, quick pass in the flat, overthrown. Tatum Bell, the only back behind quarterback. Josh Fields, three wide receivers left, one to the right. Fields back to pass. He throws, has a man, caught at the 6, first down at the 5. Three tight ends in the game now. One of them in motion, that's Bajima from left to right. Now comes back to the left. From the 5, the turn, the pitch. Tatum Bell sweeping. He's tackled. Great play by Fields at quarterback. Gets the snap, turns, gives to Tatum Bell, down the middle, flag is down, gets down to the 1-yard line.
Offsides on the defense. Half the distance to the goal, replay second down.
From the 2 in OU territory, turns, fakes it, look to back, to pass, he'll run. Covered. They're going to come out straight, knocks him off his feet. Josh Fields turns, gives to Tatum Bell, he's hit in the backfield, falls forward, don't think he made it. Josh Fields turns, gives to Willis. Willis is stuck and didn't make it. They held. They gave it to the fullback and they knocked him backward.
Here comes the ready and nine. Here comes the boys from the south. Here comes the ready and nine. Now you like me now, I say. It's all you got. I'll take your back now. Take your back.
Tried to go right, Willis did, and he's a bull, but they had him, the bull by the horns, so to speak. I formation, inches away from the Sooner goal, 1st and 10. Jason White sends Brandon Jones in motion, turns, gives the ball off. Keywan Jones hits in the pile, then breaks out of it, gets close to the 5-yard line. One wide receiver out right, turn, give to Keywan, looking for a hole over right tackle, not much there for him. He gets to the 7 and push back. Clayton wide right, third down play from the 7, need to get to the 11. Shotgun. Jason White looks up, quick pass, caught. Peoples first down at the 14, 15, slips and falls at the 17, first down Sooners. Clayton in motion from wide right to the left. Under center is Jason White. Draw play to Keywan Jones, tries to find a hole, spins his way up across the 20, maybe gets to the 22. Quickly, Sooners quick snap. Here's Jason White. A pitch sweep to the right side, Jones, 25, and wrestled down from behind. Grabbed all the shoulder pad up around the collar, looked like. Man in motion, Brandon Jones from right to left. Here's Jason White handing off. Keywan Jones easily has the first down, gets to the 29. Under center is Jason White. Tight end is Donnelly on the right. In motion, Jones from right to left. Turn. Keywan Jones straight up the middle, fights forward up to the 33, 34-yard line. Jason White, fake pitch sweep. Looks downfield, throws a long pass to Brandon Jones, has it to 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown Oklahoma. A 66-yard touchdown pass, as they faked it inside and threw the bomb. And the Sooners go up 44-9. Longest play from scrimmage this season, 66 yards. How about that?
I knew that one day they'd listen to us, Bob, and come on that speed snap and fake it.
Right. Well, that was a perfectly thrown pass by Jason White. Wow. And Jones was right on stride.
He really was.
Second touchdown of the day for Brandon Jones, who caught a big touchdown pass a week ago against Colorado. And that's the third touchdown in the second half of the Sooners offensive team. And what a team effort. They hold OSU out from inches away and then go the length of the field, 99 yards on the drive. Snap, extra point, the south end zone. Boom, through the upright.
Good job of handling the high snap.
45-9, Oklahoma on top, 8:50 to go, fourth period. Carlo booms it downfield. Boy, he's kicked well today. It's 8 yards deep in the end zone, and they'll touch it back. Jones will. Double slot to the right. Fake handoff. Back to pass. He fires a pass out in the flat, overthrown, incomplete. Fields under center, man in motion. Fields gives it to Tatum Bell over the right tackle. All right, here we go. Third down play. 2 of 12 from the 24 in OSU territory. Josh Fields blitz on, passes deflected and intercepted at the 36. It was deflected and Dante Nicholson picked it off. Deflecting it was the guy you were talking about, Gayron Allen.
That's right. We actually had a bunch of people trying to grab that ball. There was a crowd out here.
Right. But Gayron Allen heard you talking, Merv.
I tell you what, that is so great, and that's what Bob has done ever since he's been here, is inspire confidence in a player maybe who hadn't played very much. And he believed he could play. He believed he could get the job done. And when he feels that way, not only that guy feels that way, but the other guys on the team feel that way. And it is so infectious.
So the Sooners have great field position as they pick it off at the 37. Second interception of the season for Dante Nicholson. Ball at the Oklahoma State 37-yard line. Sooners leading 45-9, 8:05 to go, fourth period. I formation.
Hickson.
Now Hickson is in for the first time at tailback. Paul Thompson hands the ball off. Hickson won't go down. He gets 8 or 9 yards. Faria, the fullback. Here's draw play to Hickson. Down the middle. Hit at the 25. Stopped at the 23. Turns. Gives the ball to Hickson straight down the middle. Blasts the 20. Down to the 15. Down. Stiles pushed back at the 15. Boy, he has those fresh legs, and he wants the goal line. Brandon Jones in motion from right to left. Otherwise, I formation. Paul Thompson, Hickson over right tackle. Gets only a yard this time to the 14. All right, wide receivers left and right. I formation. Paul Thompson looks at it. He throws a pass, and it's touchdown Oklahoma. Caught by Mark Bradley. See, that's serves what I know about football.
There you go.
A 14-yard pass to Mark Bradley from Paul Thompson, and it's 51-9, and the extra point coming up. Well, as Barry Switzer said, hang half 100 on him, and the Sooners have done that.
Coach Stoops may have been thinking about that statement about there's two teams playing, and one of them's number one, and the other one's real good. He may have been thinking about that statement right there, do you think?
He might have. Mike Bradley's thrown a touchdown pass and caught one. Here's the extra point attempt at the south end zone. Snap ball down, kick in the air, looks good, is good. He's been perfect. DeCarlo, 52-9, Sooners up.
And the official attendance for today's game is 84,027. Another Sooner football and Gaylord family Oklahoma Memorial Union Stadium record.
Booms that one downfield in the end of the end zone. Jones has it, and Robert Jones touches it back. Josh Fields under center, hands the ball. Tatum Bell over left tackle, cracks up for good yardage to about the 27-yard line.
Reminds you of Bud Wilkinson's team.
Exactly, it sure does. Handoff goes to Bell, sweeping right side. Rodney Poole clipped him, I don't mean illegally, but tight end, double tight end, I formation, gives the fullback, crashes into the line, and second effort gets him the first down. Two men on the wings either side. Turn the give to Tatum Bell up the middle. That's clogged up, nothing there, no gain at the 31-yard line. Man in the slot left. That night shifts back to fullback. Handoff goes to Tatum Bell. Good hold left side. 35, 40, and then tripped up from behind. He's the only back behind Fields from the 44. The fake to him now, rolling right is Fields. Looks upfield, fires a pass. Nobody there. From the 44, 2nd and 10. Oklahoma State throwing 44. Draw play, Tatum Bell right tackle, cracks up near the 50. Teddy Lehman on the stop at the 50. Bajma in motion from left to right, turns, gives the ball to Bell over right tackle, crack, hits at the 45 in Oklahoma territory for the first down. Fields, Sooners showing blitz, back to pass, fires it, and it's incomplete from the Oklahoma 45. Fields back to pass, pretty good protection, throws in the flat, caught by the fullback, and he's out of bounds to stop the clock after a 3-yard pickup. Under center, Fields backs up, the rush is on, they got him and sacked it. And that's Ron Allen. What a game he's had. He broke through and made the sack back at the Oklahoma State, well, back at the 50s where they're marking it. So that'll be a 4th down play coming up. Loss of 8. And how many sacks today for Oklahoma? I believe that's their 4th sack. That's right, that's confirmed. Cole Farden gets the snap, and he indeed will punt it. And they just let that drop away from him.
They may have told Perkins not to handle this no matter what, just simply because.
In motion, Brandon Jones from right to left, the turn. Dante Hickson, who's run very well since he's been in, gets a couple 3 yards. 2nd down play. This could be the last play of the game. Tilio Ford in motion. Hand off to Hickson over the left tackle. Cracks up to the 15-yard line. And that'll be the end of the game. The celebration can begin as the Sooners, as the clock runs out, absolutely dominate Oklahoma State and win by the score of 52-9. 4th time this year they've gone over 50.
Great defense. Tremendous defensive effort. Guess what? I think that was one of the better offensive football teams in the country.
Absolutely, and they played really, really well. Fireworks have gone off from all over the place. And our final score is Oklahoma 52, Oklahoma State 9. We'll be back with a wrap-up show. This is the Oklahoma Center Network.
Practice on it, you know, from the beginning of the season, and we tried to execute it, and you know, it got called, and so we had to make a play.
Well, describe it. You get the ball, and he's pretty wide open. And I mean, if you miss him, you got egg on your face, right?
Right. You know, I got the ball and tried to sell it very well, and I got it sold very well, and MC just broke on the ball, and I just tried to put it out in the corner of the end zone, and he made a nice play on it.
Oh, that was beautiful, man. Something we worked on, we had put in since the beginning of the season, and just were able to come out and execute. Like I said, we needed to come out and execute all our plays and hit the big plays, and we did that.
Coach said be patient, you know, run hard, and just stick it in there. You know, it'll be there, the holes will be there, just run hard. And that's what we tried to do, you know. As the backs, we all tried to hit the hole where they said it'd be and just keep plugging away. And it helped us come out with a victory.
It feels pretty good. We know that we have Jason there, we can count on him, and he's there anytime that we need him. But it feels great to know that we have great running backs like we do in Ronaldo and Keywan, and we can go out there and run the ball too, to be more balanced.
I've been here, it's my 3rd year here, and we hadn't beat them yet. And it's a game that, you know, we got to win, and it's a game. It's a huge game. I mean, we thought about it every single day, especially. I mean, I thought about that game every day. It hurt, and to win like we did, and here at home, it's just awesome.
Well, pressure is important in any game. It doesn't matter who you're playing. I mean, you want pressure on the quarterback. You know, they do a lot of play action stuff to kind of take the rushes off the edge and blitzing because, you know, they're trying to, you know, they'll keep running the ball, and then they'll set up a play action in the woods. But, you know, we were sitting back waiting for it. You know, our guys up front handled it up the way we needed to, so that way it take pressures off the DBs having to run up there and for run support.
We came out and we ran the ball real well the whole game, and that started opening things in the pass game, as you've seen. Towards the end, we started throwing the ball better, and you know that just goes a compliment to our linemen and our running backs for running hard. And, you know, it started opening up the pass game. They had to get into something different. So, you know, it helped us out in a lot of ways.
Well, yeah, we were still mad from last year. Yeah, we played as bad as we could last year.
So we wanted to come out and prove something.
It was a very solid football game. Very proud of the way our players played and came into the game. And our assistant coaches did a tremendous job having us prepared. And, you know, those guys really deserve the credit. They really did an excellent job, had a great game plan, and our players really focused in and played well and, you know, showed how they like to rise to the occasion when games like this that really matter, when you're talking about pursuing championships.
Coach, a great defensive stand, stopped them inches away, and then the offense marched the length of the field. Just a great team effort there both ways. And the crowd, of course, played a big part in all that.
They did a nice job, our crowd. In fact, we mentioned in the locker room, I told the players that the fans get a game ball. We'll put one in our trophy case somewhere for their participation in the game. And but, yeah, that was great to stop them down there and keep them out of the end zone. Showed a lot of pride and toughness on our defense. Our defense not to give up a touchdown the entire day. I tell you something, now that's as fine a defense as I've seen us play. Really just a great job. Again, our coaches did an excellent job. Mike, Brent, and Jackie and Bobby Jack getting them ready and had a great plan and executed it. And then to go the length of the field was really good to see. Some running, passing, and well-executed drive.
Coach, this Merv, congratulations. What an effort. Best week's practice I've ever remember seeing.
Well, it was, they were very focused, geared in, and anxious. And again, you know, our guys like it when there's a lot riding on it. The pressure's on. You know, it has championship implications. And, you know, the importance of the game, everyone understood. And so, you know, that gets our attention. And you know, they prepared for it.
Well, you know, there's so much distraction with all the hoopla surrounding it, the media and all that. And I guess, obviously, you and your coaches do a great job, but you must have some leadership that really helps the guys focus this out.
We have great leaders, great young guys in here in this program that are focused on winning and winning championships. And, you know, and they did. They understood that this game, you know, the implications that it meant and what it meant, and we prepared for it. Again, all the talk, all that stuff, you know, it doesn't mean much. You know, it gets down to being prepared for the moment, and then when you get it, you know, going after it, and I like the way our guys did that.
Well, I think sometimes young guys especially get to thinking about that too much and let it kind of rule their day. Where do you start to really give accolades to the defense? I don't even know which position or where to start.
I'm going to tell you, I don't know. I think through midway third quarter or so. I think they had 3 first downs. Is that right?
That's right. That's right.
I mean, our defense was excellent, just all over them and pressuring them. Again, we did a nice job changing up some of our coverages, changing up our blitzes, the way we came after them. They had a great plan and executed it really well.
I thought that there was a point after the interception they got for the touchdown where the offense really was maybe struggling just a little bit with confidence, but the defense picked things up, and the offense regained their confidence and their offensive balance and just totally took the momentum back away from OSU.
They did, and then we came back with a drive, I believe, and put it in for a touch. Yeah, you know, again, you're going to have your times in the game where things are clicking. Sometimes they're not. But overall, you know, we executed well, put up 52 points, and I believe they're all-body offense. You know, we didn't have any special team scores or, you know, defensive scores. In fact, you'd have thought all week that the whole talk was about their offense. You'd have thought we had no offense coming into the game. As I looked at statistics, we had more points, more yards. By, you know, a decent amount, too. But that was never talked about the whole week. And you'd have never thought we ever played any defense around here. So,
and you didn't enjoy that a bit, did you?
Well, just
all the focus being in that direction.
Sometimes it's good, though, to
bet. I think
to be doubted and to be, you know, and you know, there's enough good things said about us. Sometimes it's good to have the sarcasm and those kind of things on you. And in the end, you know, it is good because it keeps you sharp.
Well, share with us who got game balls.
There was some excellent play there. First, we gave our fans, I told you that one, gave Dan Cody was given a game ball. on defense. Gayron Allen in there.
There you go. There you go.
You know, a third middle linebacker in there. Had a great game. Really did well. On offense, the offensive line, all 5 guys are getting game balls. The way we rushed the ball and protected the quarterback was excellent. And Brandon Jones was also given a game ball.
It's hard to know where to stop.
Yeah, I believe that, well, we'll find more, I guess, you know, some of the individuals. I could see right here we're going to have to give Ronaldo one. I don't know how I missed that. 19 rushes for 103 yards is another excellent day by him.
And Coach Mark Bradley threw one and caught one for a touchdown.
Well, I missed out on Mark, too. You're right.
You know, I'll tell you another guy that probably didn't certainly play as many plays or play the role that Gayron Allen did, but I thought gave you a real lift is having Chris Chester come back in at tight end in those situations.
He did. Chris is probably is our most physical blocker, and it was good to get him back, and he did, you know, it seemed like he had a nice day too.
You know, the thing that frustrated me the most up here, Jason White had a great day. He made some of the greatest long throws you'll ever see.
Oh, that's right. A couple were just, you know, on the edge of the out-of-bounds line, and Mark Bradley dropped another one, you know, one that, you know, was perfectly thrown ball for a touchdown. We had 2 others, like I said, that were just out of bounds. And that's going to happen, but in the end, you know, he was close to having one of those spectacular ones, and it just ended up a good one.
Well, it really did, and the statistics are going to belie just a little bit as to how well he threw the football. But what a great effort. What a great team effort, and I know that you've got to be very, very proud, and by the same token, I know you're going to say, well, this is just one more step in the journey.
Well, you know what? It isn't just words, Merv. You know that. Around here, beating Oklahoma State isn't going to be the end-all to our season. No one's going to pat us on the back if we don't finish out the year and win championships.
Right.
You can deny it all you want, anyone who does, but that's what we've been about. That's what we will remain about. And this game means nothing without the next 3, and that's what we're after. And we're going to keep pushing to, you know, to continue to improve through the week and to do our best to be, you know, Big 12 champions. And if something's there after that, you know, we're going to go after it. And in the end, that's where our sights are at.
And I'm betting that you have the same great focus next week in practice, just like you had this past week.
I believe we will. Our guys, you know, they like to play well, so. You know, hopefully that'll be the case.
Oh, fantastic. Great job.
Thanks, Coach, very much. Congratulations.
This has been a Sooner Vision presentation for the Sooner Sports Network in cooperation with Sooner Sports Properties.